they're not all together. Let's see if that tree, if the Batrider can see him.
I realized that smoking level 1 is just so beneficial for multiple reasons. Just making a hero skill a spell that they don't want to.
Yeah, I mean,
it's amazing in itself.
Gosh, Fisher, orb over the top of the Rubik, but in comes the Inkswell Ursa. The Teddy is angry. On to that Ancient Apparition straight away, so split targets here. The Rubik still being focused though by Incubus, so first blood spilled by Mini, and Ursa can't finish off the Ancient Apparition. Nuages, he's going to be able to turn around and get some more punches in, and now you're looking at what, a couple of napalm stacks, but not enough damage being thrown towards that Earthshaker to take Mar down, and Ursa's trapped under the Fisher. FCR falls, 2 kills to the good. Incubus looking for a third. Sticky napalm's getting a little bit annoying though, so they will detach from the battle and just leave it at that.
I mean, Gosh is such an amazing spell in this level 1 smokes. Minus 4 armor. He also bought the Blightstone, so that's 6 armor in total. And Crewmates, they entertained them. They entertained the 5-man smoke with 4 of their heroes and got punished for it. They could have just backed off after they saved the Rubik. Then they didn't.
I wanted to try and figure out what that means. Maybe Bowie can do a quick little translate and put it in the chat. I don't know what Mini's saying. I'm sure Insana means insane. Insane first fight. 2-0 start for you, and it looks like
Puck starting with the kill too. He got the first blood.
And he's starting lane with Mini. 10 stick charges too, right? Because of all the napalm that he was throwing out. That's a free orb.
Flash, look at that damage! Holy crap! Gosh and Blightstone.
Goodness. Yeah, with this chilling touch. Some serious punishment for the Grimstroke.
He buys some mangoes for his Tidehunter, so they can keep up with this pressure. That's how they beat the Ursa in this lane. They just gush him and they keep hitting him and trade better than the Ursa can.
Yeah, because it looks like just with chilling touch, AA is able to zone out the Grimstroke and then they can go back and focus on that Ursa. Down that bottom lane, what we got? Benny Alk doing all right up against the Hijack Prophet. The 2 supports just chasing each other around that pull camp. What am I checking out?
I was gonna say, Nuages is playing the apparition to the off lane here, right? Yeah. And they got the Shaker bottom, Ursa.
Nice Inkswell.
First blood.
When the ink
first blood for his team, yeah.
Out of mana.
He's up on the board.
Tide. Oh yeah, first blood for his team. My bad. But what I was trying to say was, like, they swapped up the lanes. They had the Shaker playing into the safe lane. This is something like we would have liked to have seen last game, right? With Crewmates, where they maybe had the Shaker and the Arc Warden lane together. And I like how Incubus make that adjustment. Goes to show that they definitely consider lanes and how they could possibly get the most out of it, instead of just playing your static 5 plays in the safe lane, 4 plays into the off lane.
Yeah, it's nice, because I guess if AA is bottom lane, he's just getting destroyed by the 2 ranged support, the 2 ranged heroes there, right?
Nature's Prophet absolutely dumpsters apparition.
Can't touch the Treants, so leave it to Benny instead. Get that Grievel's greed from the Treants. Nuages gonna get Inkswell top. FCR gets another kill up in that top lane.
Yeah. So top lane, although they did give away 2 kills early on, they're still having a good time on the Ursa. Went to Earthshock level 1, had to wait for the level 2 Fury Slice before he could really punish the Tide, and they did it.
And that death by the AA isn't so bad, right? With this wave coming towards the tier 1 of the Tide.
Get that free XP right now. But Tide's going for a Orb of Corrosion first item and not Boots of Speed, which is a little concerning to me. He might just keep dying in this top lane, because, yeah, there we go. Ursa, another kill onto the apparition.
Straight onto him. He runs a little further forward. Anchor smashed and gushed now. Nuages has a Fairy Fire, a Stick Charge, and a Salve. Oh, he'll be able to turn with a Cold Feet. No, just dies to that last Earthshock. FCR, you are right, gets another freebie up there. That comes down to this pull from DFlash, gets the large camp up through those trees, so they've reset the lane back to their tier 1. As mid lane, they try and go in on the Batrider. Firefly is up. So
they're gonna go again on Tide top.
Oh yeah, you're right. Swooping in from that bottom side. Stun him up with the Inkswell. You get those stacks of the Fury Swipes going. Jupiter realizes he's just going to stand his ground and fight, and he's not too far away from killing the Ursa off. Takes him down before he dies.
Dude, DFlash waited so long. He had 2 stick charges. He could have just popped the stick, stroked. not let his Ursa die. Oh man.
And some good rune control there. Earthshaker guards bot rune. Puck knows that top belongs to him. Doesn't have the bottle yet. One double null. It looks like heading into that urn again. It does get the illusion rune away from the Batrider, so no refill. And now they know with no mana left, Batrider is stranded. Pops his Fairy Fire as a last-ditch effort. But Earthshaker floating into that mid lane, Theben.
Floating. He's been literally sitting there for like a minute now. He's changed lanes. And somehow Alchemist has been free farming during all that time.
Yeah, I guess the profit of Rubik.
Yeah, he's got 30 last hits.
I guess some of these are treants
and camps. Oh my god, look at this. Jesus.
He's at 3,000 net worth.
He's way too farmed on this arc. That is insane.
And they're finding the Rubik in the back as well. Mini.
And the bounties.
Comboing up with that Earthshaker. Puck TP's top. Interesting. Has the coil still at his fingertips. Tide's baiting real hard here. Jupiter just taunting in front of that creep camp. I think they've got a feeling it's coming, but the coil from the low ground, it's well placed onto the Ursa. He's still level 4. Inkswell there, going to catch the AA on the back, but Ursa Warrior making a pretty hasty retreat, so they'll switch targets. Try and go DFlash with another orb. Get up to that high ground. Can Mini finish it with the Urn and the Waning Rift? Looks like he's got the job done. But the Ursa slipped away.
Job's
so
done.
It could have been much worse. Yep. Job's done.
I mean,
more work?
The problem with Ursa is he has no regen now, has to wait for the Grimstroke to get back top. He's under leveled, had to run all the way around. Tidehunter's gonna get ahead of him now. Man, that one death where the Tide killed the Ursa first and then Grimstroke didn't use the stroke is just costing them so much right here.
That's gonna get summoned here. Fisher will delay this inevitable death of Ma. He's trying to stun him up. Analog's got his number.
That's a level 3 Earthshaker. Not gonna give away too much, but you know, a kill is always nice here. Meanwhile, Benny God here, bottom lane, just still free farming, defending on his own.
It's
no problem.
Insane.
Has Magic Stick, can pop ulti. This is just a dream Alc right now.
Yeah, a Ring of Health lets him sustain through it all. Just needs maybe a bit of mana regen, and he's grand down there. Pops his ulti like you say.
What I would have liked to have seen is when they saw the Alchemist, maybe just put the Batrider off lane and go NP mid. That could have been interesting too. Or at least switch the lanes, you know, get the Batrider laning into this Alc once he's high level before the Alc's level 6. Because right now,
think about
this
even
guy's
putting Ursa against him?
Yeah, that's also really good.
Under attack.
Yeah, so they had multiple options. So you were talking about how Incubus kind of shifted their draft. You know, the paradigm of the laning stage for them was moved around a little bit. Whereas Crewmates stuck in their tracks a little as they do go on that Jupiter Tide. Silent stop, Ink swelled, lift back, but that Fisher's blocked them out. Ursa's trying to swing back into Nuages while Hyperjack's TP'd on top of Jupiter. They will take down the AA and the Sprout blocks the Tide out, but the Pucks come back in. Slays the Ursa. Shaker doesn't have too much left to give. A couple of seconds for his Fisher and Enchant Totem, but Batrider has tracked back and got that kill. So good rotations there. It's a lot of commitment from Crewmates, but they defend that top lane.
They had to do something like that. They have to kill these other heroes if the Alc is pretty much untouchable right now. Actually, Alc is gonna have Battle Fury very soon, Gary. We're talking like really 8 minutes and 20-second Battle Fury here.
And he'll clear this wave. Maybe
all right, maybe not 8:20, maybe like 8:40 or 9. Okay, we'll see.
It still sounds pretty. Pretty nuts. Mini just gonna take down that little stack. What was the 8-minute rune? Haste that Kaffs actually picked up. So yeah, Rubik zooming around in that mid spot. Try and get himself a little closer to level 6 and leech that experience. And there is no coil for 20, so we can do it reasonably safely. Smoking out of mid though, AA and Puck heading back up to top. Let's see if Crewmates respond in the same manner, because this time, Theben, Tide has Ravage.
Does he know? Does he know?
Shaker. He baits them in, 2-man coil. Inkswell is there and it lands on Ma. They get 1 kill, but they're gonna lose so much off the back of it. DFlash trying to pop the wand and run back, but surrounded. Puck's there, helped out by the cold feet. Another earned charge coming in for Mini. A double kill for Nuages' Ancient Apparition, in fact, and that orb not quite scouting Kaffs. He's found that one spot. Little cubby in the trees. Still trying to find him, but it doesn't look like they will. Oh, the orb, now they see him. Hello there, Rubik. What are you up to? Unfortunate.
Man,
3 kills for one up top. 9-9. Mini mega kill streak. 4K lead at 10 minutes.
Well, it's not as bad as last game, that's for sure.
It isn't.
But Alchemist does have a Battle Fury now, Gary. Has some nice stack here. He's gonna pick up 2. He's ready to farm Ancients. Hopefully his teammate Apparition is gonna be stacking that up for him. And Ursa, he's struggling to get levels right now. That's rotated bottom, but his teammates are all there too. They won't get a kill on his side though.
Oh, he throws it out onto 4 of them, and Mini, he was waiting here in the trees. Analog's gonna fly over. They can't focus Jupiter down. FCR has to run away. Mini has a coil in 4 seconds. Can he catch the Ursa with it? Has an orb again off cooldown, but Crewmates, they're actually all Batrider. All Puck with the coil. No.
They had to use the Ravage just to protect themselves, but I love how Mini plays, to be honest. See, this guy predicts the movements of the enemy before it comes out, and then he's always ready for it. Like even the rotation bottom, then the TP top with the coil to kill the Ursa or counter the Ursa's play, and now just knowing that the Titan is going to get Rana, TPing down there. And these plays are so spot on.
Yeah, the epitome of like a playmaker, right? We often talk about these playmaking heroes coming in from mid as the coil snaps on Analog, Ice Blast, and dead. Yep. Yeah, you can have playmaking heroes, but you need a playmaking player like Mini, who's showing right here.
I would say though he's maybe over-rotating for the most part, but because he has an Alc on his team, it's fine to do so. Once this guy finds the balance of farming and making these plays happen, he's gonna be an absolute beast.
Yeah, top tier player in the making.
Yeah, he 100% guaranteed.
And look at all this vision that the Radiant have now, right? They've set up a huge barrier, giving all the vision that the Alchemist needs to safely farm. Going towards Halberd, in fact. Pretty good against the Ursa.
And PTP'd in too.
Going in onto Mini. Knowing there's no Ravage, Batrider with a lasso in the Inkswell. They find the Puck. That's a big kill for the Crewmates. But look at how scared they are. Benny's come down with his Chemical Rage going. Concoction channeled by Kaffs Rubik. They've got the vision there. They've got to know that Observer Ward's around at this point now.
Yeah, his rage is running out though. He's got to get out of there. He's got to keep farming on Benny. His focus should not be on fighting at the moment.
Yeah, they've given that top lane to Earthshaker. He wasn't wanting to get to this bottom lane. He wants that Blink Dagger timing.
It's kind of like a Battle Fury Yasha anti-mage TPing into a team fight.
It's not too great.
Nope. Spawn.
TP. In comes Mini. Waning Rift. DFlash. Pretty much dispatched with immediately. Now Batrider coiled up. Crewmates. Yeah, they got the tier 1, but they weren't in a clump together. They've all been separated and picked off individually. And Ursa's still pretty distant from his Battle Fury. Like, it feels like it's slow, but it's just the fact that I'm comparing it with Alchemist.
Exactly.
Benny got his so quickly.
I mean, Ursa does only have 40 lacets, Gary. He is struggling real bad.
And level 7 as well. Like, what's the Alchemist level 12? Okay, he's 4 levels up on the Ursa.
Yep.
4.5, in fact.
Has a halberd now too, flying out for Alc.
Okay.
That's really good against MP. Yep.
Thank you, Bowie.
You know,
could be the beginning of something wonderful for the Crewmates.
I guess so. If they could get maybe the lasso on someone important like Puck or even Earthshaker, Alchemist is pretty much out of question, right? Like, you cannot kill this guy. He's got a halberd, he got stat assist, and he's so tanky. So Puck, Shaker, these are your lasso targets. These are the heroes that you want to go in and orchid up, kill someone, maybe take a tower off that.
Yeah, they wanted that Shaker. The Prophet did TP in just to his side, but Mah very calmly farming towards his Blink Dagger, which he has almost enough money for. Ancient Apparition just going to be buying all the little items, wards, smokes. Nothing big for him yet. Stacking these camps for the Alchemist. Making money. Oh, a line drawn up towards top. I want this Alchemist. He doesn't get his Chemical Rage off, so with the Orchid and the Lasso, they'll try and drag him through the Firefly. They're burning through Benny's HP pretty quickly. He pops the stick and he still dies. Earthshaker unable to save him.
I guess they can kill him if he's that far out.
You're dead.
How do you not know they were all gonna be top there? No one's showing bottom apart from the Ursa. His teammates are all controlling mid. Guess he just had a little bit of a lapse. You know, sometimes when you're so farmed in a game and you're free farming everything, you just want everything on the map to like keep up with that pace that you've been farming.
Yeah. Autopilot last hit mode.
Yeah, discipline just goes out the window.
Bat wanting to steal some stacks. Oh, this Radiant team knows exactly what's up. He'll clear through it. Yeah, Earthshaker AA can't stop him. And with DFlash here guarding the bounty runes, I thought maybe they'd consider the kill on Mar, but it looks like DFlash had different ideas to his analog Batrider did. Ice Blast. Is that going to tick him down? It's going to be pretty close. He's dead, yeah. Mid lane, Puck did get lifted back, silenced up for now. Mini now under the threat of this Orchid from the Prophet.
Nice.
A nice little zap there takes him down as Kaffs secures the kill.
Yep, they're getting some good kills with this Orchid right now. Just gotta keep going with that.
And this is where Incubus want to try and cement their victory. Blink Earthshaker, tied with Mech and Ravage, smoking up with Nuages AA. It's kind of unexpected with the Puck dead. You don't feel like this kind of move is coming. And they won't have to spend any of their big ultis there. Just go in with a gush. Okay, they throw the Ice Blast. It misses. Anchor Smash will take him down in the end. But now Tidehunter's kind of out of position here. That Phantom's Embrace causing him some serious problems. Jump in from the Ursa. Sun still up on Jupiter. Has to Ravage now, and the Puck has respawned. The Soul Bind there with the Blink Echo. Mar finds the back lines, stops them in their tracks. Now they need to finish them off. He sets up a mini, double kill, and it looks like it's going to be a triple as well. Prophet stuck inside his Sprout, coiled up, and down he goes. Hijack, slain by Nuages. A mega kill Ancient Apparition.
Yep, they fought for too long. The Puck revived, came in. Ma set him up, echoing the back line. Puck just needs to click his spells on those targets that were already stunned.
Batrider has Blink Dagger queued and not BKB. How do you feel about that?
Oh, it's awful.
I knew that answer was coming. That's why I did a funny voice.
Puck, jeez.
Yeah. He's saving money. It might be a thought that's in his head right now, but
oh yeah, definitely. Like he just did it in case like they need to make a play and he feels like, okay, we need initiation now, right? Yeah. But he's gonna quickly realize that without a BKB, even if he makes a play, he's just dead and he doesn't do anything in the battles.
Yeah, it looks like with 3 grand saved up, he's probably going to finish off that BKB. As Ursa, 17 minutes in, has Battle Fury coming out to him. Still needs a bit more time.
I'll give you a... oh, wait for it.
Give me a what? Rubik?
Okay, there's a battle going on, yeah.
Do they kill off the Grim, though? No, they nearly kill off Mini, though. Jeez, that Wrath of Nature bouncing around does some serious damage.
Yeah.
Good Fisher. Stop them from advancing any further. Oh, and he dodges the Fisher as well. Nice little face shift. Wow. That was sweet,
such
actually.
A good kill. Yeah, it was. Man, if only you could have got that kill there. I mean, the fact that he got a Fissure is nice too, though, for Kaffs. I think this is a pretty game-winning skill here. Hopefully he'll be buying a Shard on level 20 20 minutes on Rubik. It's actually so good. Like, somebody gets echoed, you can lift your teammate, you can throw them back as well with your lift if you wanted to. It's like a solid save. But yeah, what I was gonna say was I'll give you a tip, Gary. Okay?
I'm open.
Give you a tip, okay? If you're dead, you can't do damage.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh yeah? Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Oh, sick. So, I'll use that in my next pub game.
Exactly, that's why That's why, in games people always go like, oh, I'm playing carry, I'm gonna buy Daedalus and MKB, and then I'm gonna buy a Rapier or whatever. Wait, Puck getting gone on first. Doesn't have anything to do with the Orchid. Yep,
All
he's
those
dead.
silences. Yeah,
It is a
350
Eos.
gold. Mid lane, they are smoking in
Eos
towards
back.
the Ursa though. They don't find him in the triangle, but they spot him in the mid lane. He clears that one extra wave. The creep wave's there on him. The Blink Echo doesn't catch him though. Mar went in blind, nearly had it, but wasn't to be. And maybe a turnaround potentially with a great Fisher there. Kaffs has blocked them out, killed off the Earthshaker thanks to the TP in. Kaffs does trade his life for it, but in comes a Soulbind. Two-man silence. Ursa. Oh, he wants in. But how does he enter? How does he get into the fight? He can't.
Nice
They just
fight.
kill off Nuages without him. Kaffs
Get out.
towards the Ursa. No, time to run away.
It's a huge fight. They got 3 kills there. They didn't even have the lasso, that's why they didn't go for the Alk. Alk has a BKB now too, so he's kind of invincible for the time being. They just gotta keep delaying the game and killing the others. The thing about Alk is eventually he gets 6-slotted and he's not gonna get any bigger. So you gotta get yourselves into that position in the game. Like if you can't beat him early game, then you gotta drag the game out all the way.
Yeah, make his net worth advantage useless. Batrider did
At
go
least
for that blink
mitigate it,
dagger. BKB's now 1,000 gold off.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, as long as he doesn't get punished for going this dagger, it looks like Incubus, they're not grouping up that much. They still need more items on Alk in order to do tower damage. That's their problem, right? For Incubus, they don't have tower damage in this game, and that's why they're all constantly going to stop the split pushes from the Nature's Prophet and stuff. It's pretty much the advantage of Crewmates. The NP constantly putting up pressure on the side lanes, making Incubus split up, and then you can get picks with this bat and NP together.
Yeah, it's been a good couple of minutes since that Orchid from the Prophet finding all these kills. BKB next, so he can actually stand his ground in fights. Would love to see that shard come out after the BKB, of course. And Crewmates playing down bottom, as we would like them to do. Take that tier 2 and trade up against that Benny Alk. They're going to force them to come back here. The Catspot coming high ground. Someone needs to maintain that wave.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And the great thing here, Incubus playing up in this top part means Ursa can't go and sneak a Roshan or anything, so you're kind of keeping him under your boot at the same time, forcing him to continue just farming away towards his own BKB, while you actually move into the Roche pit yourselves. Oh, do the Dire go high ground and force them back now? Seems like that's the plan.
Definitely go high ground. Yep. Where's the shard though, Mr. NP? Because that tier 3 is dead.
Is under attack.
If you had a shard, yeah.
That's bad. Yep.
Yeah, he wanted that BKB
Shaker's back.
first.
Wants to defend.
blast.
Roshan's already dead.
You blink Echo just to the Prophet? Of course you do. Straight on him.
Roshan has fallen.
Down goes Hijack. They've lassoed back this Earthshaker, but it's bought time for Roshan to be cleared up by Benny. Trading an ES for a Prophet and an Aegis feels good for Incubus.
Dire's middle
Solo
tower is
defending
under
that bot
attack.
lane.
They're gonna have to go straight to the high ground before the NP's alive though, because once the NP's alive, it's gonna get really
Dire's
hard
middle tower
to
has fallen.
go to the high ground. And you're playing into Batrider Lasso, Grimstroke, Stroke, Rubik, Bait Bolt. It looks like they're not gonna do it.
And Rubik's already set up that bot lane, right? Like he's pushed out that additional wave, so when Prophet does respawn, there's again the threat of the tier 3 dropping low.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Tidehunter, we need your Solar Crest. Please come to the mid lane.
He's super close to Blink. I think that was the idea in his mind was I'll get Blink, then we can really hardcore push this, win a team fight at the tier 3. But you're right, he needs to sit behind Benny, put those buffs on him, take down the big building and open up this lane of barracks. And what's to stop him?
Dire's middle
Benny's
barracks
invulnerable, he's got 2 lives. Wrath of Nature is chipping away at Mini. Every time I see him, he's on about 20% HP. And they've had to come down
Shaker.
bottom. Shaker's been spotted, silenced up.
Quelling Blade, good. This is, guys, take note. Support against NP by Quelling Blade.
Oh, the puck, nice Fisher. They've called up FCR. He doesn't have BKB, he'll enrage, but he can't TP, can't run. Ice blasted up, trying to find a kill on his way out here, but he's dead. No
That's a
backup
sad
from his
Ursa.
squad. He finishes
That looks
BKB though.
really sad. Yep. I mean, he's still only got 10k net worth. The Ox got 2x's net worth right now.
Oh. Yeah, it's not as though the other heroes on the Radiant team are suffering either, right? Like they've got equal or greater net worth to their counterparts.
So, I mean, to be fair, the only advantage Incubus really have is Alk at the moment. Like, he's got 2 big items. Other than that, everybody else is like kind of
Great Fisher with the shard, stuns them up, chain disabled.
Man.
Both supports have buyback, but Ursa dead for 10 seconds. And that's going to be enough time here for the Alchemist to finish off your mid-melee barracks.
Radiant's top tower is under
That's your 2 high ground defender heroes too. Those are the guys who would have been able to delay this game. But now they lose the Rax right away. This Rax is gonna die too. If Rubik and Grim come out, they're gonna get jumped by the Tidehunter and the Earthshaker. Oh, they want the NP.
Yeah, well, they're trying to backtrack for him. Earthshaker, free pathing. Still keeps going over the Sprout there onto the Prophet, who BKB's up. He's looking to take him down before dying himself. It's all
Hold on.
game of trades as the top lane lasso. They get the Ancient Apparition into the base we go. The Telekinesis too, but it doesn't drag Benny quite far enough, so he'll get off the Chemical Rage. And yeah, there was a hang-on moment there about that Fisher and the Sprout, hey?
Yeah, what was that? Was there a Fisher? Wait, did he just
See, I think
phase through the trees?
does he keep free pathing for like half, like auras and buffs and stuff last
Oh,
like
like
0.5 of a second?
kind of like Spectre,
Yeah.
Dagger.
That's what I was
Maybe.
wondering.
But I mean, I just realized something too, so we'll see.
So he gets
that was a
Fisher and then
real
free
fun-
path over a freaking Sprout.
That was like a hold up. Something ain't right.
But at first my brain was like, he was Cloning Blade. Then my eyes told my brain, no he didn't. He absolutely didn't. Benny, he disarms up the Ursa, and Mini's coming across, waiting rip, 2-man coil, there we go. Benny with a concoction going. FCR's broken free of this, and an ink swell coming in. Might be a bit of... No, never mind. I was going to say a bit of trouble for the Puck. Puck's fine. Don't even worry about it. Mini's grand. Batrider's cutting waves. Prophet's dying with a Fisher there. Most certainly will. Benny off with a double kill. And Ancient Apparition's tracking back on the Bat, who does clear out the creep wave, but a catapult on the high ground. Backdoor regen, it's not there. They could take down this ranged barracks.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
It's just frantic from Crewmates. Batrider's trying to do everything he can, but there's 2 supports handling him. Okay, he BKBs for the kill on the Ancient Apparition. Tidehunter set up for the bottom lane push though. And the BKB, is that going to last long enough? It doesn't. Coiled and killed near the bottom rune spot. Dead for 60 with buyback, and he's going to have to use it because your base is under assault. Jupiter's jumped up on high ground. DFlash saved by the Rubik for now. But as a Heart of Tarask, Aegis Alchemist, for about 20 seconds, he'll have that second life backup plan.
Yeah, I mean, Barra's gonna have to buy back here. They can't afford to lose another set of racks. They gotta go. The Apparition is dead. This is your perfect time to get a 4v5.
Make a move. Do something.
Dire's bottom tower.
Poke him with a stick. There's the Aegis expiring. They get the tier 3 and they fall back. Under a dire ward though. Prophet faking out the TP. And a smoke. This is going to be their time. But AA has respawned and rejoining the rest of Incubus. Tide frontlining, breaking the smoke. Gush up on the Rubik. Jump forward. Kaffs out of position.
Oh no.
Oh, he's
He's
just
the one
done
hero.
for.
They really needed him for the fight.
A soul bind, a double lasso. They've got the Earthshaker caught up with the Tide, but the Ravage comes through thanks to the Kraken Shell. But there's a double BKB, triple BKB from the side of Crewmates. So they're able to turn and fight a little bit here. The coil now from Puck, trapping them all up. Alchemist has his own BKB, Chemical Rage coming up in a couple of seconds, and they're just falling. One by one being ripped apart. FCR, down you go. No buybacks left for Crewmates now, and Batrider is on the run. I don't know if you can actually hide from this side though. They've got so much gap close, long range damage, and the dying move of Grimstrike will be to try and kill the Ancient Apparition. He succeeds, but an Ultra's there for the Mini Pug. They traded 4 for 3. Can Mini take the team wipe? He's going back in for it. Can you finish off
He
this
wants
Rubik?
it.
He wants it real bad.
He knows the
amount of
Rubik's
damage. All the orb, what's he
Rubik's
stolen? Ice Vortex, the right-click damage from the Puck. It is real substantial, but with a Fate Bolt, Kaffs does it. 4 for 4, no team wipe for you. Look at Mini.
You just have to wait for the sun to end. He had a magic wand. Use that.
Is under attack.
Soladinho. I'm guessing that means I soloed you. Get wrecked, nerd.
Get
Well done,
soloed.
Kaffs.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Meanwhile, Benny just takes a top racks, hard Tarask, easy peasy. We're seeing this a lot, by the way, in the other regions, buying hard Tarask. I think it's pretty much been the item that people prefer over the Satanic.
Yeah, it gives you so much sustain. Especially with Alk having Chemical Rage. HP regen. Oh, Ursa. Oh dear. Oh, buddy. Oh, my poor baby bear. Oh, FCR. Well, he's dead for a long time with no buyback. Oh, he has buyback in 30 gold. They could have one more fight here as an actual 5v5. Just got to give Ursa a little bit more money.
Bottom barracks.
15 gold, that's all he needs. But you're gonna be against Mega Creep soon. Top and bottom range barracks. As they backstab with the Prophet onto the AA, the Soulbind there, catching him with a Phantom's Embrace, and they've done a decent amount of damage, but Batrider, yeah, with a double lasso will take him down. Tidehunter still no damage for 10 seconds. Yeah, struggling to contend with the Alchemist at this point, though. Big boy, almost 4,000 HP, walks straight through the ranks of crewmates, turns and fights the Ursa warrior. Spider legs going. His Chemical Rage has ended, so he has to BKB now. One hit bash, taps the Ursa on the head and says, get out of here. But Earthshaker, with the help of the Tide Ravage, Enrage comes out first from FCR, but the Ice Blast there with the Fisher Chain stunning him up. He's gone. Die back from the Teddy Bear, jump in with a coil and the Waning Rift. Puck finds one in the back, and Batrider just doing pirouettes on the spot. No chance remaining. Nature's Prophet, Sprout, and what? Coldfeet snaps, down you go. Incubus with a 2-0 victory. Go on,
It's not
Kaffs,
yet
all
over,
of them.
Gary. They haven't
Kaffs.
called GG.
Rubik's gonna Soladinho again. Come on. Oh, he dodges the puck jump.
You know, Gary, what I just saw in this last team fight? I saw a Fissure come from Shaker, another one come from the Rubik, then the Alchemist used Spider Legs to walk over, and the Shaker's walking over his own Fissure. Yeah, this is Dota 2 nowadays.
Can Earthshaker walk over the Rubik's Fissure too?
I
Does it
don't
work
know.
Like Faceless Void?
I have no idea. But, you know, this is what Dota is now. It's very different compared to what it was in Dota 1.
Absolutely is. I mean, mobility creep has definitely become a thing over the past 2 years. Everybody's got mobility spells or items coming for them.
Dire's top barracks are
Final important building.
Dire's top
And that throne is yet to fall. So the crewmates here, even though they're one game down, 34k net worth deficit, still holding on for that last hope, that last team fight. Let's give it a go. The two-man lasso, drag them back, the Cracker Shell pops. But they've got the Alchemist near that fountain until the three-man coil, the turnaround from Mini. Benny just stands there, hitting him, bashing with the Abyssal Blade. He doesn't care, doesn't give a damn. They can't kill anyone off. Tidehunter's too tanky, Kaffs get shredded. And Ursa, where are you, buddy? Run back into the fountain, jump in with Inkswell, the blink echo from Marn, that's gonna signal the end of the game. GG called. Crewmates, they tap out at long last. Incubus, a one-way street series. Couple of games there, we saw a 40k net worth around 30 minutes. My goodness, outclassed.
Completely. Absolutely.